Hey, this ain't a drill. Only time I'm playing is on the field. And when I'm on the field, no, I got mad skills. And you know we bout to eat this a fast meal. Y'all gotta pay for this heat like a gas bill. We keep on coming back, so yeah, they mad still. 716 make them pay me some bad bills. Red, white, and blue like Superman, so you know we eating at the Super Bowl. Kill the competition, set up the funeral. Josh Allen catching all the shots you go for. We callin' blitz. Ready to start, we ain't calling no quits. I'm the #1 draft pick. A lot of y'all talk, but I ain't hearing it. Only listen to Keyshawn and niggas talk about the Bills. Dominating on the field. All our players got them skills. Buffalo gon' make a kill when we talk about the Bills. Dominating on the field, and our players got them skills. Buffalo gon' make a kill.
What's going on? Welcome back to another live episode of the Post Podium Podcast, home of the all truth, no sodium takes. I am your co-host, Aramis.
Oh, it's time.
You gonna give it to us? You gonna give it to us?
40 keys.
Yeah, where is it?
Oh my God!
Why you take the camera off him when he's doing the key ring?
He's salty.
He's definitely salty. For like 3 seconds, literally 3 seconds.
I gotta do my intro.
Give it back to him.
No, I gotta do my intro.
Okay, you know what?
Fine, I'll do it later. I'll figure it out.
That's okay. I'm about to switch it to him right now. Where he at? Where he at? Nope. There he is. There he is.
The key ring, baby.
There he is. All right, now you can do your intro. Go.
It be your own people, chat. It be your own people.
Oh well.
You gonna do it or not?
You got it.
Okay. You. All right. There we go.
I think it's actually decent. I did it decent at the time.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It looks. Yours looks a little more evil though.
I know.
It looks. A little
I couldn't
more
believe I did it myself. I was like, I got it. I'll never be able to do it again now.
Start the show, man.
All right, so
I can't wait till he's 40.
Yo, I cannot wait for that either.
Funny as ever.
Oh my gosh!
No, it ain't.
So we got a great show lined up for you for you guys. Look, here's the deal. I've created a brand new game for us to play right around this time at the start of training camp. It's called Hype or Yeet, and I think it's gonna be pretty fun. So hopefully you all enjoy that one. We got plenty of news from around the league. Another guy just got the bag today. Was it Zach? What's his name? Zach Tom, I think it is. Lineman from the Packers just got a big deal, $88 million deal. So we'll look at that in a second. We had another update that we didn't get a chance to get to last week on the Collusion Scandal that's still going on. So we'll jump to that in a few too. Anything else that you wanted to start with today?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, here it comes. I already knew.
Yes.
I already knew. As soon as I saw it, I already knew.
Unfortunately,
oh God,
we lost a brother today.
Yes, we did.
Dearly beloved Theodore Aloysius Huxtable.
Yo, you knew his middle name too.
Oh, I was a Cosby kid, man. Hard body. I was a 6 kid. I was a 6 one. I was right below Rudy.
Sheesh.
But yeah, you might know him as Malcolm McGee from Malcolm and Eddie, Dr. Alex Reed from Reed Between the Lines, Dr. AJ, the Raptor, Austin on Resident, Al A.C. Cowlings, an American Crime Story. I believe that's the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. lost his life, I believe, yesterday, and a drowning in Costa Rica at the age of 54. So if you haven't heard, I'm pretty sure you have, but Malcolm Jamal Warner was born in Jersey City on August 18th, 1970. So just short of his 55th birthday.
It's a podcast, so forgive me for any type of possibility of sounding insensitive.
It's okay. We've heard it before.
It's the last thing we needed was for a brother to drown.
Yes.
A public, popular black dude to drown. It's the last thing we needed. They already think we can't swim.
Yeah, and I like to keep that up, even though I know I can swim. I don't want nobody to know I can. I'd rather stay on land.
Right. Yeah, don't test me. Don't throw me in the water.
Right.
I can do it.
Right.
I can do it, but find out when I need it to happen.
The ironic part about this is my mom called me after I texted her this morning. She called me after she woke up, of course. And she called about the time when T comes home. So my mom's like, isn't that like your biggest fear, drowning? I'm like, yeah. She's like, is that why you won't get in the pools? No, I just don't want to get in the pools, but it doesn't help at all.
Because he won't want to see his feet.
Right.
That's what it is. You can't swim with socks on, bro.
Oh, man.
You can't do it.
That's even worse.
Wait, Keith. They got swimming gear, but they're also socks.
They got flippers. You can put some flippers on your feet.
Yes, that way they can't see your feet.
Definitely get away with that, especially at the beach.
Oh yeah, you can.
This could work.
Man, yeah. man, come to think of that,
Key, I got you, bro. Don't worry.
All right.
I got you.
I'm gonna go look at the catalog.
Yes, sir.
you had sneakers at the beach.
I did.
You did. You had sneakers
Socks
on
and
at
sneakers.
The,
Yep.
bro.
Wow.
I completely forgot about that.
Yep. I was not playing. I was in there fully dressed. The only one that was dry.
Right. And you was loving every
I
second
was
of
like-
just laying there chilling too.
Yep. I had my phone. I had a book.
Yo, when we went to Sandusky and we jumped in the water,
Mhm.
you was like, T, go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead. You was sitting out there chilling. Yep. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
That's it.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, look, I remember him from Suits because I watched I'm a big fan of Suits,
Mhm.
and I thought he was great there. I watched a little bit of the Cosbys, but I never knew like what time it came on or what channel or anything like that, so I wasn't able to really follow it. But I did like that show a lot too. But he was kind of annoying on that show.
He wasn't the greatest actor as a kid.
Yeah.
You could tell he was really reading his lines in his head. It was
Okay.
kind of like, but as he got older and more mature and debonair,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I see Malcolm. He ain't no more Theo. He's Malcolm. But growing up, that was my show. My mom had because you never knew how long those shows were going to stay online. So online, they weren't even online on the air. So no, what happened? Mom taped every episode in this original run on Betamax people. Yeah. And so I'd spend Sundays watching them all the time. And then what I ended up doing, it's funny because when I got older, I watched them so much that I knew every scene of every show.
Yeah.
So when I watched one of my DVDs that I bought and a scene was missing, I got pissed off because I knew what was supposed to be there, but it wasn't. So I had to Google, and I eventually found the series set of the Cosby series first run. So I got the box set with an autograph, something it didn't matter because all my scenes are there. Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Bravo.
It's pretty bad.
I mean, Doug, what's going on? Tommy, what's going on? Hey, Tommy, I appreciate the shout out on Dan Mitchell, my man. That was great. I meant to call you about that today. I didn't get a chance to. Thomas on the west side. So School 38 on the west side, he was on the swimming team. Thomas was.
I was on the swim team too, believe it or not.
I mean, I did lifeguard stuff.
I can't backstroke. That's the only thing I can't do is backstroke.
Really?
Yeah, I cannot backstroke for anything.
One of the hardest things to do is to go and try to bring a person up to the surface of the water and then carry them with one arm and try to get and try to get yourself to. That is hard, bro.
Yeah,
I remember taking that class. I ended up not doing it because I was like, yo, if I got to do this in real life,
somebody to pencil this?
Yo, I ain't doing all that. That's too much. That's how that's the biggest danger of being a lifeguard is people panic and
take you with them.
Right.
Yep.
So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. We got who else we got? Bully got in here first. He was here before the show started. He said, I'm rolling with so he's referring to the game that we're gonna play. He said, I'm rolling with hype. The other option is borderline Ayo. How is Yeet Ayo? I mean,
I think I'm not gonna say it too early.
I could see if I said Skeet.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay,
I was like, maybe that's where I don't know.
Yeah, D, what's going on? Laura, what's up? Nate, what up?
40, so.
I didn't catch it, so it's not Ayo.
No, it's not on there. That's why.
Yeah, no, I didn't catch it. So
Roy said, I want to see Keys walking on the beach with flippers on. Anytime Key has anything other than shoes and socks on his feet would be a sight to see.
You're like, what?
For sure.
Wait a minute. You need a 6-foot camera to, in order to see his point of view.
6 foot
You need a 6-foot camera to see him.
Oh wow! Tommy said her Keys was at a Coldplay concert with Ray Davis.
I was a little spoon.
What? Sorry, what?
I was a little spoon.
You was Lil Spoon Key?
Yo, so June don't know what we talking about. So
Please explain, bro. I'm kind of lost right now. What you mean by Lil Spoon, bro? Hold on, man.
Trying to get over the Little Spoon.
That Lil Spoon is crazy to me.
So there was a Rico. What up, bro?
What a Rico.
What's going on?
To just
No, just let him set the stage.
Yeah. So there was a CEO and what a VP.
The same company.
Yeah, a CEO and a VP of the same company. The CEO was a married dude, and the VP was a married woman, and they were both at a Coldplay concert, and
just happened to be there.
Right? They was just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, at the Coldplay concert, they started doing a kiss cam. And
and they just it's a woman and man. It's not
Right.
hey, yo, it's fine.
right. So
I never said it was.
hold on, because this CEO was spooning, they were standing up, but they basically like hugging all over this girl, and and the camera shifted over to them because they look like they were a couple.
Life goes on.
Yeah, they look like they was a couple. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as the camera went on them, they like freaked out. The dude like dropped to the floor. The woman turned around.
They were there for a good 10 seconds too.
Yeah, like what was crazy? What was crazy? I found this out online. The girl that was sitting right next to them, whose face was like beat red and was just sitting there just laughing the whole time. She's some kind of a assistant position to the VP, and every position that the VP has been at with every other company, she's been right there with her the whole time. So this girl is like laughing and cheesing because she already noticed how her girl roll. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, all right, this is what we're gonna go to another company and do it again.
Right.
Right. But I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, that's what we were talking about. So thank you for that one, Tommy. I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right.
Don't ever do that again. don't ever do that again.
That's you and Ray Davis?
Yeah. Wait, no, this is me.
Wait.
This is me. Put the camera on me.
No,
this is me.
that was wild.
Judy, stop letting your confusion get in the way.
Because see, if this is Big Spoon, but I was here. I was doing this. I was in the front. You couldn't see him though because he's way down. Never mind.
But he was like holding the chest tight.
Oh,
too.
he was in there.
Was all up it. Like
he was about to ask her to marry him.
Yo, it was bad. It was real bad.
We got it, Tommy. They were
I know Tommy making it worse. He's trying to make it all
Tommy.
serious now. We just trying to joke at this joint.
He said he got caught cheating. They were both. I can't even say it. They were both cheating, both married. Yeah, we know. Right.
So all right. So Videsh says no red helmets. I saw that report. Everybody has seen it by now. How are you feeling about that one?
Oh, I had a bunch of stuff on that. So I'll hold off on that for a minute, unless you really want to talk about that right now.
Okay.
Because I had to write up all the helmets in history and which one, this, that, and third when they changed. So I took
it to the 10th degree.
I did because I didn't know what the show was going to bring.
Yeah.
I didn't know what we were going to talk about. I didn't see a thumbnail for once, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go in there and see what's up. But
yeah, I've been putting them out kind of late.
No, that's good. I usually look at it the day up. Today I just like, I got enough content. I don't even care.
Steve says street rule 101, act natural no matter what.
That was definitely not natural.
Well, I mean, think about it. If they would have done that and he would have just like gave her a kiss on the cheek and walked away, like it probably would have been nothing. Nobody would have said anything about it. It wouldn't have been as embarrassing. But him freaking out and dropping to the floor and her turning around in embarrassment like that, that made it way worse.
I would have been trying to give it a Heimlich. That's the only way you can play it off.
I don't even know if that works in a concert like that. Right, exactly. Think about the motion though. If people start seeing
I mean,
we've seen the video of rappers having strippers at basketball games and we've seen with some of the stuff that goes with that. So I'm just saying that might not be the thing you want to do at a Coldplay concert.
I mean, they spun off each other like there was the Temptations in the Apollo.
Temptation.
Yeah, no, I don't think that worked natural at all. But anyway, the red helmets. Like I said, I didn't want red helmets anyway, so I'm still hoping that at some point in life before I die, we get blue helmets. I know it's a white helmet with was it silver and gold or silver and black?
I think it's silver and gray.
Silver and gray.
Yeah.
Honestly, whatever. I mean, as long as my team is winning, I don't care if they have
white. Silver and white.
I don't care if they have an all white generic Temu helmet with the red stripe in the middle, as long as they win the game. That's all that matters to me.
Okay. Rico's just here for chaos. He says, who cares about them red helmets? Womp womp. Oh, you just trying to see the game. That's what it is. So all right, let's do this.
Because you can't tell the fans that you got a game and then immediately talk about nothing else but the game.
Well, I'm trying to give people a chance to get in here. We got 398 people.
Winnie really wants the game.
I see.
No, I'm not saying it for me. I'm just saying it for them because like how they feel. It's like, okay.
I click this button to get into this show because I'm interested in this game. I want to see what it is. Give it to me right now.
Well,
I get it.
I want to know more about. No, I want to know about Mafia Con. Okay. I want to know about. Give me the tea, man.
So Laura hit me in the Discord chat,
mm-hmm.
Which is our membership chat that we have with all our members. If anybody didn't know that, but she hit me in the Discord chat with this video, and it looked like kind of either the end of Mafia Con or the beginning of Mafia Con. I didn't get there till 1 p.m. And when I got there, it was kind of busy, but then it like really got like busy at about 2:30, 3 o'clock. That's when most of the people were there.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, it you know, if anybody was taking video, it would look full. But the video that she posted, it just looked like almost nobody was there.
Were you guys in the lobby? Like right where the elevator is, and like their first floor with a bar and everything.
You got to go up the escalator at Seneca 1 Tower, and then that first landing area that you come to where you do all the check-in
stuff.
Yeah, so the concessions were open in there. You can go and get food. As soon as you go up the escalator, that area straight ahead of you was where people were doing their podcasts. And they had plenty of seating and stuff like that for people who wanted to sit and watch the podcast. If you come up the escalators and you go to your left, that is the kind of back area where the players walk through to go and sit down for the signing. And then if you go up the escalator and then go to the right, you got to walk all the way around. And then there's a bunch of different vendors. We were up there selling tea. There was people up there with all kind of Bills paraphernalia. Shout out to Rockville Podcast. I don't think I told them I recognized them, but they had this Thor hammer. It was a Bills Thor hammer. Mm-hmm. It looked so raw. Like this was and it was like one of their viewers or fans or something like that just custom made it at home. And I'm like, yo, y'all need to be selling these.
Right.
and they were like, yo, you're like the 10th person that came and asked us. But I'm like, yo, you need to get on this right now. This is a business for y'all. For real. But anyway, that was one of the coolest things I saw there. And then once you walked around and you walked through like where all the vendors were and you got to the end, there was the TSE stand with all of the Bills, like helmets, signed helmets, jerseys. You could buy your Bills posters that you wanted the players to sign. Anything that you wanted the players to sign, you can get it from there and bring it up. You know, people were bringing their own stuff and stuff that too. But I ended up getting a signed Stevie Johnson jersey. And he signed it with his name, but he also put the Why So Serious on it. So I was super hyped. I was super hyped.
You told him you told him you was a fan?
Huh?
You told him you were a fan?
Told who?
Stevie.
He wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't there. So TSE is the company responsible. They have a deal with the Buffalo Bills where the Bills will have players sign a bunch of jerseys, and the jerseys that they sign are just specifically to go to TSE. And then TSE is responsible for putting them out on the market at events like this or you know, their website or whatever storefront business
you say TSE, what does that stand for? Do you know?
TSE, I don't know what it stands for. No.
All right, no problem. I was just wondering, just in case somebody was wondering what that meant. I didn't know if you knew, but so did anybody recognize you? Did you sign an autograph? Anything?
I think one person recognized me, and Caitlin told me that she like overheard somebody saying, "Hey, look, that's from the."
Oh snap!
Yeah, like
he's that guy.
I know. I didn't even notice, but I mean, I was kind of in the cut. You know what I mean? Like I'm not out in the open type. You know this. I'm not out in the open type of dude. I was sitting in the cut behind my wife and Damaris's wife, the one who actually made the tea, who created the tea. She was there too. You know, we were all kind of working the stand in a sense. But we made a lot of good connections that day. Ty Johnson came to the tea stand and got some tea. He loved it. He like I think right after he bought the tea, like maybe 10-15 minutes later, he followed us on Instagram. And then Dwayne Carter came up to the stand with Mookie Hawkins. And he ended up getting some tea, loved it, and he ain't even like it almost verbatim what you said. He was like, "Yo, I don't drink tea, but this is good."
Who said that? Who's this?
Dwayne Carter.
Okay, see, that's the one. It's funny that you said that's the one I would have wanted to talk to had I got there.
Yeah, but he wasn't signing anything. He was just kind of there walking around like.
Oh, I ain't asking no autographs. No.
Yeah, grown men don't do that. I'm just.
Oh, they do, but like I said, everybody. In full disclosure, we talked about this. What was this?
Total Sports Enterprise.
That's what I thought, but wasn't sure. We taled about this briefly on Friday in the Discord.
First, I'm gonna give him credit.
Well, yeah, both of them. Excellent, kudos. So yeah, no, I think you know, seeing them at my job, seeing them at the airport all the time, it's like whatever. But just being in that situation where it's the Bills and you know you're going to be there, like you're just there.
Yeah.
I'm not there to see you guys. You're not there to see me. I may as well talk to some people just to chop it up. I think he'd be one I'd be like, yo, what's up with you, man? You know, just because
you could tell he's a thinker.
Yeah.
He don't come out with a lot of words right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's always analyzing. I dig that because I completely understand that way of being.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he definitely seems like he would have a good podcast or a good show or whatever.
He's somebody I would want on the show at some point. That's one I would love to have on there. Just because I told you I saw him on there with cover one and he was pretty good. He was pretty interesting.
Well, I don't want to. I guess I'm spoiling the surprise. We are going to sometime this season get the green light for Dwayne Carter.
Excellent.
I don't know when that's going to be, but
excellent.
We should be able to meet with him soon.
And Nathan, like I said, he's Atlanta Jackson didn't seem to be physically unable to perform in his interview. Like I said, it's not that serious. It's really not. His injury, whatever it is, it's probably something that popped up because they didn't want to put him on IR. That's all that was. They didn't want to put him on IR, so they pulled the trigger now before it got to that level. When they think he can pass a physical or whatever it is that's holding him back, they'll let him do so and he'll be back.
Yeah. Tommy, that is not what TSC stands for.
I mean, in Tommy's world, it is.
Well, maybe too many trips to Dan Mitchell's podcast. So I'll put this up there. I'm not going to read it though.
Good. Good job.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, in a nutshell, Mafia Con was really good. It was really good. What was I gonna say? The overall response to the tea has been extremely consistent so far. Usually when people try it, they come up and buy a second bottle, and I mean that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that did come up there. I didn't see a lot of people that I knew. I saw a few. My man Anthony from Performing Arts was up there with Signature Cuts. They were up there doing free cuts, which was really cool. I saw a few people I knew. I'm forgetting their names now right off the bat. But all right, so yeah, that was Mafia Con in a nutshell though. It was busy for about a good 4-hour stretch, and then that was it.
It was only, what was it, from 10 to 1 or 10 to 5 or something like that?
From 10 to 6.
10 to 6. Okay.
Yeah. But you had to be there at like 7:30 to set up. So
no, that was a no-go.
Right. Teardown was pretty quick. People was trying to hurry up and get out of there. I get it. But yeah, that was Mafia Con. You were laid up in the bed that day though.
I definitely was until I had to get up.
You had to get up?
Well, yeah, do the dad stuff on Saturday. But
yeah, that's right.
it was a tough week. I'm scared right now. You can't tell, but I'm worried.
Why?
Because I don't want to look at my flights tonight.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to look at my flight. I mean, 15.
Are you the only one that like works that spot, that position?
There's 3 of us, but I'm the only one that always shows up. Everybody else trades their shifts away, and I'm the guy that's like, you know what? Let me go up here and do my time.
Man, screw this. I ain't showing up.
I got 250 weeks to go.
If it's just me doing, man, screw that job. Man.
Yo, I mean, it's like, no, but what it is I'm supposed to be up at 12:30. But this whole week I've been off 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:15. So yeah, you know,
and you can't leave.
No, you can't leave until the last plane comes in.
He's
what happens if you leave?
You get written up. I mean, do I have grease for that? Sure, but you know.
Wait, what?
That probably wasn't the right way to say that.
Yeah, that was not the right way to say that.
That makes it sound like you're ready to take whatever they give you, bro. That's not the way you want to go with that.
I am, but see, that's what it is.
Whoa! No,
listen to what you said.
Time out, bro.
Yeah, time out. Break down what you said. You said, I'm ready to take whatever you give me.
No, bro. You can't agree with that. Do you understand what you are agreeing to?
Yeah.
Yo, you know how much electricity is happening in this room right now?
That's why I'm doing it halfway.
What? Cancel him now.
Oh my gosh.
But no, I mean, that's the thing, you know, when it comes down to it, I got so much sick time I really could do so if I wanted to, but I'm gonna hold off on that for a minute.
Just take the last year off.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying? Like save all of it and just take the last year off.
Yeah, that means I got 200 weeks to go. It doesn't sound so bad when I say 200 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
You're shaving 50 right off.
There you go.
Boom. That's it. It's nice.
My gosh.
Roy said, Keys on the beach wearing flippers, carrying a tube of grease.
Yes.
No.
Wow.
That's that's even worse.
I will not be there if that
I
happens.
That
would
would
not
not.
be on a that'd be a bad
No.
situation.
Closer in the sun.
Yeah.
All right.
They're gonna be shining in the sun.
So let's get to. I think we got enough people to do the game. You want to do the game, or you want to do more stuff we heard?
We can do stuff after that.
All
I got interesting stuff. After that, it's a run on, so we can probably end the show with that stuff. It'll solicit a whole bunch of stuff. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if we have any music for this. I will check. Nope. I'm not even. Is that gonna? No. That's.
Junie can beatbox over it.
Yeah,
Fine.
maybe.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Mhm.
I'm good.
All right. So this game is called Or Yeet. All right, and the rules go as I say, which is each position has to have a player that is hyped or yeeted. Right. We're gonna go through each position on the Buffalo Bills team. Each player, meaning me and Key, will make a list of 3 players from any position that they want to last through the entire game. We've already done that. We did that before we started the show. That's why we were a little late. Now, a player from that list is eliminated when they are yeeted by the opposing player. So whatever position we're on, if you yeet a player that's on my list, I'm now down to 2 players. I'm technically losing the game at that point. If you have more than me, if you have
I'm supposed to keep people I don't want to cut though, right?
You're supposed to put people on your list
that I don't want to cut.
you don't want
Gotcha.
yeeted.
Okay.
Right. So if we're at a particular position and I yeet a player that's on your list and I still have all my players, I'm winning at that point. And whoever gets to the end of the game, basically with the most players not yeeted, wins.
Okay.
Okay. The player starting first in any given position has the choice to hype or yeet a player. All right, whomever I'm trying to use correct English here, whomever the first player chooses, the player going second cannot refute. So if you hype somebody, I can't yeet that person. So you actually have a kind of underlined opportunity to save a player on your list, right? But you can only do that one time.
After that, everybody yeetable.
After that,
yeetable.
After that, everybody's eatable. You can't hype any other player on your list. You can only hype one player on your list. So you're essentially kind of guaranteeing that you will end up with one player if you choose to do that.
Gotcha.
Okay. Each player takes turns for each position, hyping and yeeting one player per category. So you'll get to hype one player and yeet one player. I'll get to hype one player and yeet one player. Neither one of us knows what players are on our list. It could be the same player. We don't know. And then, of course, the player with the most players still on their list at the end of the game wins the match. Okay? You ready?
Sure.
All right. So I am on ourlads.com, and I'm just going to go through the depth chart here. And this is starting at wide receiver. So in this position, we have Keon Coleman, Laviska Shenault, Caden Prather, and Christian Wilkerson. You want to go first?
At wide receiver?
At what we can put them all in the same pool if you want to do that.
Okay, what was that pool?
Wide receiver.
No, I'm saying what was different between them, like because you didn't.
Well,
say...
because they got it left wide receiver, right wide
okay,
receiver, slot wide
okay.
receiver.
All right.
Do you want to go that route, or do you want to just wide receiver in general?
No, that's fine. We can do it that way. That's fine.
Okay.
So you said Keon Coleman, Laviska Shenault, Caden Prather, and Christian Wilkerson, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm supposed to be telling you which one I want going.
You tell me which one if you want to yeet. That's the I'm sorry. I'm meant to say you don't have to yeet anybody. You can hype a person and be done.
Okay.
If you want to yeet somebody, you can.
Okay.
All right.
I want to hype up Laviska Shenault.
Okay.
Well, one, Laviska Shenault is a gadget player. You see they like using gadget players with Curtis Samuel. You saw what they tried to do with KJ Hamler.
Mm-hmm.
You have a situation where you're going to need probably somebody to help carry the ball if you want. If James Cook, whatever reason, doesn't work out this year, or if we have to go without him for any kind of time. Brandon Codrington was he was okay as a return man, but Shenault gives you that as well. He'll give you gunner ability. He gives you return ability and kick and punt. He'll give you something in the wide receiver room if he's with a quality quarterback. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
He just hasn't had a chance to do so.
Is he one of those more quicker than fast kind of guys?
He's a power guy. He's a power guy. So he's
not a ton of speed.
He's like a 4.5. So he's 6'1", 230.
Okay.
With ball carrying skills, he's physical.
So it's gonna be more about playmaking than finding a hole and breaking away from it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So
I was waiting for the AO to come in there. That's why I didn't say anything.
No, nope.
We got away with that one.
No, it is.
What do you didn't say nothing until I said something.
Yeah, he missed it.
No, I didn't. You just didn't hear me. My mic was far away.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Try it again. We can't hear you at all now. All right, Keyshawn, go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, yeah. So I think Laviska Shenault would be the guy out of this grouping that I would make a case for. Christian Wilkerson, I don't know. I know he was a journeyman from Vegas, but that's about it. Caden Prather, draft pick. I think he's pretty much good, but I think Chenault's the guy that's going to be overlooked, and he's still going, but I don't know what he's talking about.
I muted his mic, so you freaking out in there.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about in there. So whatever. We'll just act like this didn't happen.
Keep going, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I being that as it may, I think he deserves a shot at a redemption story in Buffalo.
All right.
Turn on. Thank you. What's wrong with you?
Is Yeet slang for something? No, Yeet is slang for basically throw, like overthrow, like toss.
Throw him out.
Yeah.
Toss him out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He is.
So all right,
we use that word differently, but okay.
Well, that's because it's your game, not Lil Jones. Okay, so we're good.
One of the things that
don't do that.
Don't do what?
No, I was talking to you.
I said it's your game, not Lil June, so you can use whatever you want. Go ahead.
No word, bro.
Laviska Shenault was one of those players that I think I would have been happier to have here when he was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
More so than Gabe Davis.
Yep.
You know what I mean? More so because I think Laviska Shenault is what we all wanted Gabe Davis to be.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a 4-5 guy, but a bigger body, somebody who's shifty and can make plays after the catch. And Gabe Davis kind of turned out to just be a one-trick pony, essentially.
Yeah.
Catching the 50-50 ball down, deep and making the occasional sideline, play from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much it. So Laviska Shenault, though, I think, if the Bills give him a shot, I'd like to see it. You know what I mean? Like I just worry about that. I just worry like the Bills have been very stingy when it comes to giving guys who've had a chance and kind of haven't, done anything with that chance on one team. And then they come here and it's like the Bills are looking at these guys like, well, you're a second-class citizen. Why should we try to boost you up any higher? You know what I'm saying? And I know people are going to try to use the example of, well, Mac Hollins came here and blah, blah, blah. We didn't have anybody last year. We didn't even like last year in their mind, we were supposed to be bad. You know what I'm saying? So having Mac Hollins be, what he was last season, it's all icing on the cake. It's all profit for them, essentially. So
you said Gabe Davis would run circles around Shenault. Yeah, but he wouldn't have a ball in his hands.
Who said that?
Roy.
Seriously? Laviska Shenault's route running ability is better than Gabe Davis's, hands down. I don't even think you can argue that. We can put the tape on if you want and grab a couch and check it out. But like that, Laura said, "Why you do Junie like that?"
We had to.
No, you did.
You got to take him down a notch from time to time.
No,
he gets too power hungry over there. That's what it is.
Too many buttons and switches, too much responsibility.
Yeah. All right.
I have the power to turn this whole thing off. He did not have to turn my mic off.
See, you just proving my point,
bro. Because you didn't have
my point.
So we can. I know Roy. He has not. Gabe Davis has done next to nothing too, and all the chances he's gotten. So we can only defend one player, but we can yeet multiple players.
You can yeet
you can yeet one person
per position.
He said eat.
I know.
You can hype and yeet once per position.
Okay, and I just can't justify it after one justification.
Okay, let me start over.
Yeah, start the. This was on the fly. I need this in a Word document.
You want me to send this to you? I'll send you the rules.
It's 3 people. So
you have 3 people.
I have 3 people on my list. Yep.
Each position,
Mm-hmm.
you can choose one person to hype
Mm-hmm.
and one person to yeet.
Okay.
You do not have to yeet anybody at any point in time.
Okay.
You can choose not to.
Okay.
But you do have to hype somebody out of every position.
Okay.
Now, you can cheat the system one time and hype a player that's on your list to save them. Okay.
Nate said this game is confusing. I just had to hear it twice. I got it now.
No, so all we're doing, the simplistic explanation of this is we're going position by position and we're picking out who we like and who we don't. And we're eliminating who we don't. We don't have to eliminate somebody if we don't want to. We can just say, I don't like this person. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it simple. We don't have to yeet anybody. We could just say, I don't like, I don't know, Richard Garage. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter who it is, but that's basically all we're doing. I just thought this was a creative way to kind of go
with
through
it.
the
I just didn't want to mess it up.
changing.
I'm with it. I just didn't want to mess it up.
All right.
And somebody asked, is he from Seattle? He went to he was Jacksonville, Carolina, Seattle, and Chargers. So that's where Chenault was.
That's right. I forgot he was in Seattle for a short. Okay. All right. So what player am I picking? You know what? I gotta hype Keon. I know right now he's the starter at the left wide receiver position outside. As listed on the depth chart, it is Keon Coleman, Josh Palmer on the other side, and then Khalil Shakir in the slot. But I think I'm hyping Keon Coleman because I think, and actually I'm gonna answer Tom Staples' question he asked me on YouTube. He made a comment on Keon Coleman's footwork not looking so great, and to that I would say this. If you are looking at things like footwork and route running ability and all of these very technical things about his game, then you're focusing on the wrong things, right? And I understand that from a receiver standpoint, you want all of your guys to be extremely technically sound, to run the best routes and have the best hands and all that kind of stuff, right? But then you have guys like Alshon Jeffrey. Then you have guys like Brandon Marshall. Then you have guys like A.J. Brown, who's not even one of those guys that gets talked about as an elite route runner. You know who I really equate Keon Coleman to, and I think everybody can relate to this, is Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel is one of those guys that's just a playmaker on the field. If you just get the ball in his hands and give him some space to make a play after the catch, you'll see his value. People don't talk about Deebo Samuel as being this elite route runner, this route technician, or having great feet or anything like that. He's big, he's strong, he's hard to tackle, and he makes plays after the catch. That's the way the 49ers used him. That's why when it came time to get a contract done with him, they didn't see his value as being so great. They used the justification of, well, you're not really a wide receiver because you don't run routes like a number one. You don't have hands like a number one. You know what I mean? It's easy to kind of nitpick at all that stuff, unless you know what the player truly does.
Yeah. So
that's how I see Keon, and that's how I would answer that question. But that's the guy that I want to hype for this round here.
Yeah, Lynn really wants to eat Laviska. We're gonna put Lynn on a slight pause real fast. But yeah, no. What's next? We're going to the right side.
Right side. So we have Josh Palmer, Elijah Moore, Tyrell Shavers, KJ Hamler, and Steven Gosnell.
Okay. So. No, Tommy, I wasn't saying yeet. I was giving you the spelling. Jesus, Mary and JoJo.
Jeez.
He said, yeet. Why you eating me? I wasn't eating you. This is sad. It's two over 40-year-old dudes talking about eating. Oh man, this is a black hole.
This is what makes this conversation so great.
It's great. So I'm gonna institute one of my yeets here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off here. Nate, I'm sorry. I'm yeeting Tyrell Shavers.
You son of a. Where's my button? You son of a.
The only reason I'm yeeting Tyrell Shavers is because of this. he's not going to make the team. And I don't want any more Marcus Easleys. I don't want any more Justin Shorters, any more training camp hype guys where we're like looking at it through a microscope and seeing, oh, he does this little thing great. He changed from last year, and then like the hope goes up and then everything crashes and he's on the practice squad again.
Yeah. That's
the thing about Tyrell Shavers. And it's nothing he did. There's nothing I think that he's bad at. It's just I don't think he has a legit shot at making his team.
Okay. Fair enough. Who you hyping?
I'll hype Elijah Moore not for the same reason, but for the same reason Laviska Shenault. I think he hasn't had a chance. I don't know. I don't think he's great.
I agree. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm the one that picked Elijah Moore like 3 months ago to be on this team.
You did. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think he's great, but I think he's gotten a raw deal. I think he's better than what he thought what people think he is. So I think Buffalo will be a redemption if Josh already likes him. Hey, there you go.
Okay, cool. We agree on Elijah Moore. I'm going to. I guess I have to hype Josh Palmer now. I mean, I can't. We can't. I don't want to hype the same guy you hyped. I like some of the disrespect that Josh Palmer is getting right now because on film he comes off as being very underrated, and I get what the statistics say about this guy. I just don't know if he was ever in a position where there were any other threats on the field that could give him enough space to really go off. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me trying to say that he's a number one. What makes this hard for Josh Palmer here is that he's getting the second most money on the team of any wide receiver, right? And before Khalil Shakir got paid, it was Josh Palmer with this contract. So people were looking at it as, oh, well, he's going to come in and be our number one. Why? Well, because of what the money says, right? So I think when we're looking at Josh Palmer, we have to just see him as more of a number two. And I think that fits extremely well if you're going to do your best to kind of funnel things through Khalil Shakir, right? You have him opening up space in the middle. You got Keon Coleman getting the kinds of play calls that he needs to be a playmaker, which causes the defense to have to focus in that direction. And then you got your route runner in Josh Palmer, right? So now you have all three styles of receiver that you would need on the field to pose a real threat, right? And I'm saying all three styles. I guess in a sense, I'm giving the speed aspect to Khalil Shakir because he's a 4-3 guy. So I think you've just about got all the bases covered in terms of all the different types of receivers that you would want on the field at the same time if you're running a 11 personnel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to hype Josh Palmer here. I think he definitely is going to get a shot, and I hope that he gets enough targets to really show what he can really do.
I think this team, their wide receiving core is going to be predicated on yards per catch because they're not going to get a volume that we're used to seeing. Yeah, I don't think anybody, that everybody each thing. I think you're going to see, it pretty much spread out evenly unless somebody just can't be covered.
So you think it's going to be more air raid style this year?
Yeah, I mean, more air raid. I mean, I just don't see a world where Stephon Diggs is here again, where they go to one guy for 160 times. Khalil Shakir is going to get this. After that, it's gonna come down to whoever's like open. If somebody's open all the time, then sure. But I mean, Khalil Shakir and Keon Coleman in year 2. The video was Josh Allen working out with Keon Coleman in Florida. Was it?
I don't know.
I don't remember where it was, but Keon Coleman and Josh Allen, so they're working on their rapport together. So I think that between Shakir and Keon Coleman, there's going to be not as many targets for everybody else as people anticipate.
Shot is in blue. Says Palmer couldn't get it going in LA and they can't use a bad QB for an excuse. Yeah. I mean, I guess that kind of flows into the point that I was making about him not really having any other receivers there. Keenan Allen was hurt too much too, but he had one decent year there. He had like 800 yards, which is exactly what Khalil Shakir had. With I think he had like 20 to 25 less catches than Khalil Shakir.
Yeah.
Also when he got his 800 yards. So
I mean, after looking at a lot of film on him, I'm higher on him than I was, but I'm still not like all the way there with Josh. I mean, obviously he's going to be a major factor in the offense, barring injury. But I got to see him first with the offense.
Yeah, Yeah, that's why I want people to just think of him as a number 2, because if we start thinking of him as a 1 and then we see what he truly is, I don't want him to get
like 40 catches, 50 catches, like, yo, this dude's a bum.
Right. I don't want him to get treated like that. So but my yeet for this round here is KJ Hamler. I do that because I do not think the Bills respect him enough to really give him a shot at being a receiver, even though he could be one of the most electrifying guys on the field. Yep. I think for what his skill set is, I think they tend to ignore those things and focus on the player's size more than anything when they think about a receiver's ability to go out there and make plays and be available in a sense from a health standpoint. I think that the what is it, the slight frame that he has, and, it just, for some reason, it just doesn't equate with this Bills franchise. And it hasn't in almost the entire time that I've been watching the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. They just don't like small receivers.
They don't.
Unless they want to put him in the slot like they tried to do Roscoe Parrish. But
yeah, Isaiah McKenzie is the name that sticks out in my mind.
Yep.
As the little guy that could, and they liked him for whatever reason. So I mean, I shouldn't say it like that, because he wasn't bad. He just wasn't what they try to make him.
Right. All right. Next round we have Khalil Shakir, Curtis Samuel, Jalen Virgil, and Kelly Akarayi.
Yeah.
He's struggling.
Yeah. I mean, if I gotta hype somebody, it's gonna be Jalen Virgil. That's when I would hype, because you really have to go into the archives and see what Jalen Virgil actually is about. You're talking about a guy who hasn't really gotten a fair shake since. Well, I shouldn't say fair shake, but he hasn't really gotten a shake that you would think you would have in a receiver room like this.
Mm-hmm.
But in the preseason where you saw him play, he actually played pretty well. You go back to his college highlights. He at Appalachian State, and he was a kick return man, punt return man, pretty revered.
Mm-hmm.
He was a high point guy. I think he's 6'1", 210 or something like that. So, good size, not Laviska Shenault size, but good size. I'd have to look at his 40 time. I'm not sure exactly what he ran, but I know from the highlights he was a yak guy. So he might not be in the same ilk as Khalil Shakir, but
4.4 flat.
4.4. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, I mean, Tommy says Virgil, get the hell out of here. I mean, we're looking at, you're talking about. Let me ask you this, Tommy. Would you rather have Kelly Akarayi, or would you rather have, who else is on that line? Let me go back.
Okay, hold on. So Nate is saying size, seriously. Then he points out Smoke, who was 5'10", by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke was 5'10". He was 5'10", and he ran a buck 83, a buck 85, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
KJ Hamler is what, 5'6", 5'7"?
KJ Hamler's 5'9".
5'9". Okay, mm-hmm. So he's 5'9" and what?
175. See, Tommy, that's the thing. I don't even know that guy. That's my point. You have to pick out of Khalil Shakir, Curtis Samuel, Jalen Virgil, Kelly Akarayi. I mean, you could do Khalil Shakir, but that's no fun. Curtis Samuel, you can hype him if you want to, but outside of that, you got to pick one of those four. So which one are you picking? And I'm gonna up the ante. You can't pick Khalil Shakir, because that's a cop out at this point.
Yeah. So 5'9", 179 was
you
KJ.
Can't say Shakir. One of the other three.
Why not? Why can't you say Shakir?
Because he said Jalen Virgil, get the hell out of here. I mean, I could easily say Shakir, but I'm trying to make this interesting. So
yeah, exactly. It's kind of the point of this discussion, is to get to some of the lesser known dudes.
No, I didn't. I said you can't.
No, you know what, Tommy? You can just do it in silence. How about that? Just do it in silence. But Nate, to finish off that point there, man, I look, it don't.
I hate him.
But to finish off that point, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what the Bills do. We have plenty of examples of guys with not a lot of size, not really getting opportunities, and it's not just. I mean, think about, like, Josh Reed was probably one of the bigger slot receivers that we had. Never got thrown to. ever. I didn't like the guy. I didn't like his skill set. You liked him.
I didn't, but I started noticing that every time he caught the ball, it was moving the chain. So I'm like, all right, cool.
right. So the few times that he would catch the ball, it's like, all right, give this man some more chances. Right.
Okay, he's doing this all the time.
Right. So get that man some more catches. And no, they didn't want to do that. They only brought him in to move the chains. But I mean, look, do your own research, man. I'm just gonna start saying that from now on during the show. I get so much hatred in the comments after these shows now, and it's from like random people just popping in and
like, I don't know you. This is not your grandpa's rah-rah show.
Right.
We let my God, we let our peoples, our family, the key ring, get their opinions, and we read them. Oh Lord, let's block them off for not liking the bill. Get out of here.
Right. The newest one was a guy coming in and saying, see, this is why everybody thinks you guys are negative. Then he starts running off all these things, one of which was you guys never get to the topic of the show, or if you do, it gets interrupted. I'm like, well, okay, so last episode, the episode that he watched, I went back and watched the whole thing. We definitely talked about the topic of the show. Mm-hmm. Then he says, you guys usually get interrupted and when somebody makes a comment, and then you start talking about how did he say it? We start talking about how Bean and Sean suck, and I listened to the show. I'm like, okay, we didn't say that they sucked. We were just talking about contradictions of what the team does, and that's from the top down, from Pagula on down. They have plenty of contradictions in the way that they do things.
I mean, where's the lie though? Where's the lie?
That's what I'm looking for.
Like, one, I don't know you, not because I'm popular, because you don't come in here and say nothing when everybody can see it.
Hey,
because everybody here, well, for the most part, people like Tommy, who obviously, no, it wouldn't, Tommy, it'd be more than 60 seconds. I could rah, but you would hate it because Jalen Virgil this, Leviticus and all that. Freak out of here. But anyway, I'm just messing around. We got interrupted again. Thanks, Tommy. Now we gotta wait for our comments.
There you go.
But no, the thing about this. We always say this. This is why we do live.
Yeah.
Joe Marino don't do a live show. They don't go live for this very reason, because the comments can't exist.
Right.
But we want to interfere. We started the show when we started getting people watching. What did we say? Comment. We'll talk back. We'll read everything we can. Comment. And what do you think we're gonna do? We got almost 700 subs, and we're gonna just turn our backs like, well, we're better than you. No, without you guys, this show would be stupid.
Right.
So I mean, I'm not gonna stop, and I don't really care what happens to the numbers with that.
Agreed. Videsh says Bill's inside man. That's probably who it was. I think they are really sending their inside.
They probably are.
A bunch of people that get pissed off because their job is being criticized. And look, what I ended up saying to this guy that left his comment is like, I'm glad we can at least agree that it's okay to call somebody up and tell them that, the job they're doing is not that great. We agree on that, because you feel like it's okay for you to call us up and tell us that. Yeah. All right, I should be able to do the same thing. Free world. All right.
And Lynn, no, you're losing the game. You said no Laviska Chenault, and you lost. No, I'm joking. I'm just joking.
All right, so
go ahead.
I'm going to yeet Curtis Samuel, bro.
I was not going to, out of respect for you.
Why? You think I like him?
Well, I thought maybe we just give him another shot.
No,
okay,
bro, no. They're not going to use him.
I know
they're not going to use him.
I know that.
You gotta go. So you out of here.
Okay.
So I'm getting rid of him.
That's an implied agree right there, because I didn't have it, but I wanted to.
Right. I'm not a huge college guy, so I don't know much about Kelly. So okay. I mean, I guess I gotta hype Khalil Shakir. We just talked about this. Tommy.
So far, you've hyped all the starters. This is not fair.
No, that's all you leave me with. You take all the guys that nobody knows about, and like, here, you can have the trash, Aramis. That's what you do. Big college brain over there, taking all the interesting picks in this game. I shouldn't have played this with you.
All right, fine. I'm gonna go the opposite this time.
No. And watch it be somebody. I'm gonna be like Richard Garage from the College of West Virginia. Offensive lineman.
Richard Garage. Torrance will come for you. That's your boy.
No.
But I can start doing that. Yeet.
No.
Yeet. That's Daniel Bryan. Never mind.
All right, let's just go to. I mean, everybody knows Collusion Scandal. Let's just move on. Left tackle, we got Deion Dawkins, Tylen Grable, Richard Garage, and Travis Clayton.
Okay. All right. This is an easily eatable person.
What?
Travis Clayton is easily eatable.
Easily?
Easily eatable.
Why you say that?
Because he's not a left tackle. They're never gonna put him anywhere but left tackle. He's 6'7", 301 pounds.
Where
Played
should he
rugby.
be? Where
He
should
should be a defensive tackle,
Oh.
defensive end.
But
Somewhere.
they just drafted one of those.
Yeah. Let's put this dude that played. All he knows how to do is push large people backwards and tackle. Wow. And put him on the left tackle. And at that, he's not even. He's the 91st person on the roster.
And he doesn't have a back injury.
He has no back injury. The 91st person on the roster.
Yeah.
He's got the exemption for international player. They don't care about this man.
No, not
The
at all.
easiest eatable thing on this whole. Okay, go ahead.
Is there anybody you would like to yeet? Oh, you yeeted Travis Clayton?
Yeah, he
Is
ate it.
is there anybody you want to hype?
Tylen Grable.
Tylen Grable.
Wait, were you gonna hype him?
Huh?
Were you gonna hype him?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you go
You
first.
already
then.
said his name. No, you said his name. You gotta go.
Okay, Tylen Grable out of the University of Central Florida. I think he is definitely somebody that could be a successor to Deion Dawkins. I wasn't very high on the pick when they took him, but he showed early and often that he was going to be somebody that they could mold. I think Aaron Comer's the right guy for the job. Grable has a tight end background, so that means he can move. He's got a good size. I think he's about 310, 315. And I didn't even solicit that, Tommy. I didn't do it. He tripled down on him. But I don't think Tylen Grable is somebody that we can bat an eye for. I think this is somebody that if we let go, some other team's going to give him a chance to be a starter or a higher quality backup.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
I think that's fair. I mean, with how good Tylen Grable showed himself to be last year, just last year alone, I didn't think that Deion Dawkins was going to get the extension that he got.
Right.
To be perfectly honest, I didn't think it was necessary. I think if you were running every position the way that you run your running back room, the way that you run your wide receiver room, where it's just we don't need to focus in on specific guys. We don't need cornerstones at any position because it all just flows. It works because we have Josh Allen, right? If that's the case, you don't need Deion Dawkins. Tylen Grable will eventually become the new Deion Dawkins, right? Here's how I know that. You know, he probably is right now. And he's showing him this show too. He's showing him what we're saying about him right now.
He's like, first and foremost.
So yeah, I know Deion's a fan favorite. I get it. And I think that's why a lot of people don't allow you to say anything critical about the guy. I understand. But if you think about what happened with Deion Dawkins in his career arc, when he came in, he wasn't as good as Cordy Glenn. It took him a good, two years maybe? In his second year, he became, all right, this guy can anchor the left side, right? But if you did the same thing with Tylen Grable and let him step in for Deion Dawkins, it would take him, in my opinion, in his second season as a starter, he would be that dude and he would be fine. But I think because Deion Dawkins is so beloved and because the Bills are so conscious of their relationship with the fans, this is the guy that gets the bag continuously until he retires here.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and somewhat deservedly so, as long as he's not trying to take him to the cleaners. I mean, he definitely was a mainstay on the offensive line forever, and offensive line is actually really good now.
Yep.
So I mean, I think that Deion Dawkins, if he, I don't, what does he have 2 more years on his contract, something like that?
I thought it was a 3-year extension.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end of that, he'll probably be the kind of guy that if Tylen Grable does really show up, Dawkins will say, you know what, just give me $5 million, $6 million, and he starts. I'm here in the wings, whatever. I'm not going to go for league minimum, but I need to be compensated. But I understand. I do like Buffalo, and I love the team, especially if McDermott and Josh are still here. I don't see Deion Dawkins ever going anywhere.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hype Richard Garage.
I did that last year, didn't work. So
I'm not. So I guess I also think he's in the wrong position. I would like to see him at center. I really would. I mean, Mitch Morse was a 6'6" guy. Connor McGovern is another 6'5", 6'6" guy. Richard Garage is a 6'5" guy, slender build. He's more of a pass blocker. That's what you need in front of Josh anyway. You know, the Bills have focused more on the run game, but I think from a player selection standpoint, they value guys who can pass block better more, right? So I think Richard Garage is one of those guys that could step into the center position. I think he's smart enough to do it. It just really comes down to him having time to develop at the position. I don't think he's played that in his career ever, but it's not unfounded to see a guy come into the NFL, Matt Milano, and play a position that they've never played before. Terrell Bernard. So I think when you look at what the Bills could use, I mean, they don't have anybody besides Van Pran right now at the position. I'm talking about next year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So unless they plan, and they really haven't shown my man Van Pran any respect either, unless they plan on doing that, let's see if Richard Garage can play some center.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Kendrick Green would be the backup if we went Van Pran number one. He's on a 1-year deal, guy out of Houston. But I know he plays center. I think he's better at center, I believe, than guard, but he's kind of parked at guard. Yeah,
they got him behind Torrance. All right, so this next group here is I didn't hype anybody, did I?
You did. Garage.
Oh, yep. Okay. And
so left guard now.
I think for the sake of conversation, I'll yeet Deion Dawkins.
Yes, yeet him.
Okay.
Yeet him.
All right, Deion Dawkins is yeeted.
Yes, I think my eyes yeeted my eyelashes.
I'm yeeting Deion. We got Tylen Grable, bro. Like, give him a shot, man. I think, and again, this is not unfounded from a football standpoint. Like, I understand that Deion Dawkins is good, but I also think that Tylen Grable could develop into a better player with the way that he showed last year. I mean, I didn't see Deion Dawkins play that well in his first year. I just didn't. So to me, if a guy shows up at a level that is higher than the guy before that showed up, to me, that tells me the arc is higher and the potential is better. That's a guy I want to get on the field and see how much he actually has. I don't want to waste that. And I damn sure don't want to wait another 3 years just to find out if he can play.
Laura got you.
Wait, Laura, I still need you to get into the comments and defend me. Don't attack me just yet.
I don't think she's going to. She's gonna be like, the number you have dialed is no longer.
I know. I'm gonna have to hire Dorothy.
I'm about to say, where's Dorothy at?
Yeah, we'll get Dorothy on them. She'll take him down.
So let's see, guard. Okay, so you want to do all 6 guards together? Or do you want to do?
Let's do all 6 guards together.
Only because I'm looking at names. I'm like, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So we're going to lump in, who's this? David Edwards, Alec Anderson, Rush Reimer, Mike Edwards, Kendrick Green, and Osiris Torrance.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna yeet David Edwards.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm gonna yeet David Edwards. Why? Because I think he's okay. I think he's nothing special.
Right.
And the guy behind him is a bulldog waiting to eat something.
Yeah.
Not eat something, and it might be his own teammate. He don't care. Alec Anderson is a beast. I think with the way Cromer teaches, with the way Alec Anderson can move, with the way he sees football, with his mentality, I would love to see him on the field more.
Wait. I think we should lump in the centers too, because after that,
McGovern, Van Pran, and Jacob Bayer.
Each of these positions only got 3 guys.
Yeah, we can do that. Interior, we'll do interior just because it's 9 altogether.
Okay.
I mean, because we're gonna probably yeet the same person at center or not or whatever. So
probably.
So I'll go yeeting David Edwards because he's on a 1-year deal.
Cool.
He was okay. Mafia. He's the weakest link on the line. So I think there's somewhere we can try something new, especially with the other 4. They're obviously the best by subtraction. But I would love to see a world where Van Pran gets slid in there or Alec Anderson gets slid into the left guard position while we still have McGovern, Torrance, Brown, and Dawkins still perceivably and for all intents and purposes good.
Yeah. I like that point from Steve. Says Deion could be a Hall of Famer if he moves inside as an older player. I wanted to see that from the beginning because he played in college as a guard. He wasn't a left tackle. So you know, if you're trying to get the best out of what a player does best, put him in a position he's comfortable with.
Yeah, then I mean, I would have hyped Van Pran had it not been for Alec Anderson. I think Van Pran is definitely somebody that has all the hype. Or he has.
Well, I'm a hype.
You go ahead.
I'm a hype Van Pran. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. For
I'm
those
listening.
for those of y'all that don't know, my man Van Pran's dad saw our boy Mac at the game and was like, post podium?
Like
post podium. Right. So Mac was able to meet Van Pran's dad. Sounds like he was a great dude. And look, what I saw from Van Pran at Georgia, right? He's a physical dude. He's not huge in stature, but he's a physical dude. He can handle the load of playing. He can handle the load of playing at that position.
Nope, too late.
Bro, I gave you a whole 30 seconds right there. Nope. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, look.
What?
You said it twice.
Right. Why you can't pause the second one if you ain't paused the first one?
Limitations. Right. Anyway, when you look at Van Pran Granger, Van Pran Granger was somebody.
You in my realm.
You in my realm.
Really?
Van Pran Granger was somebody that could get to the second level easily, and I don't know why I'm hyping him. It's your guy, but Tommy said in there, dude was a beast at Georgia, and I just jumped in like an idiot. So go ahead.
Get out of here. I'm not get back to your post, employee. All right, fine. Nate says SVPG looks to be the part of the pivot when he gets to play.
What's wrong with you?
I did. See, Laura knows I paused for the pause. I was waiting for it to come. It never came. Right.
Pause.
Okay, we'll accept that. Moving on.
So Van Pran,
Laura, you're supposed to be on my side, Laura.
Oh my God. All right. Hype. Who am I hyping? I'm going to hype
Van Pran.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I did hype.
I don't think you got to do it though.
Well, we
had a pause fest.
We got to get going because it's 6:40.
Let me hype him real quick then.
Go ahead.
Okay, Van Pran Granger is scheme. He's scheme versatile. He can get to the second level in pulling schemes. He's tall. He's slender, but he's got the strength of an ox, as you said. He's somebody that definitely like Alec Anderson. I would love to see those two young guys. Even though Alec Anderson's been in the league 2 or 3 years or something like that. To learn and actually apply it under Cromer. I think this is in front of Josh Allen will be the place to do it because Josh Allen can master deficiency by rolling. If we had a statue, a Drew Bledsoe kind of quarterback, I wouldn't say to do it, but with the money as it is right now, I think that would be something that would be interesting to think about. Van Pran Granger is a excellent hype, and I would have picked that had we done the centers before I picked Alec Anderson. But for the intent of the game, I'm glad that you didn't, so that you could do it and I didn't.
I appreciate that, bro. I am yeeting Connor McGovern. Get your behind out of here. I never wanted him here to begin with. I never liked the contract. And look, his contract is up this season. Let him go. He don't need to get paid. He didn't come in that great. When he played guard, he was bad. When he played center, he was slightly better. But either way, not for the money.
When I saw him come off the plane in a what do you call it, overall with the straps with no shirt under, I said, okay, the same height. I mean, it was no muscle, but he was he was a bulkier guy. But I was like, why you got? Oh,
so somebody told him, oh, it's just nothing but farmlands up there. He came up thinking he was gonna get some cred up here.
I guess so. I was like,
man,
okay, all right. Go off then. Go off.
Right. All right. Next position we got Spencer. We probably should have lumped all these dudes together. Spencer Brown, Chase Lunt, and Ryan Vandermark.
Man, I mean
that's a tough one.
You can't eat none of them.
No, yeah, I don't think you can. Nah. I'm gonna say every one of these dudes should be on the team. First of all, Ryan Vandermark, swing tackle, has been consistent. I want to say his progression has been as consistent as his play has every single year. And for him to have the flexibility that he has and, kind of be that team guy that isn't really trying to push for any one particular position, I got to give the guy credit. He came in and he knew his role and he stuck to it.
Yeah. I will throw in Chase Lunt. I think Lunt would be a practice squad. practice squad candidate.
Yep.
Too tall, not really strong, not big yet. It worked at UConn, but NFL is a different monster. UConn was more of a finesse kind of offense. They ran a lot of quick action. The running backs were excellent. So, I mean, why do I know this? Because I saw him play UB and I saw him like 2 more times.
He's 25 too, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but see, the thing is, that's gonna be the thing now because of the transfer portal and everybody going to college for 10 years. So,
so everybody's gonna come.
Somehow he's young because he's only
27 years old.
Yeah, I mean, there's a wide receiver at Arkansas that's 30.
What?
Yeah, he played 10 years of Major League Baseball.
How was he allowed to come back and play football?
He didn't. I guess he didn't. Well, you figure he got drafted probably out of high school, so he never used any of his clearinghouse years. So you can do it.
Wow.
Miami, Ohio had a guy. I think his name was Brandon Crawford. I want to say in Miami, Ohio. This is probably about 6 years ago. No, longer than that because I think I was younger than him, or maybe I was a year older than him. But yeah, he was 31. He went to the military and came back. And UB had a guy last year. He's in the CFL now, who was 32 when he graduated. So yeah, I mean, it's. I guess they come back and say, yeah, let me see what this is about. And some of them, obviously they're not going to the league per se, but they went.
This makes me smile too. This O-line makes me smile too. I would love to see this.
Wait a minute.
Well,
no,
I wouldn't want to see VDM over Spencer.
Yeah, that's outside of that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, again, I like VDM. I think he's great, but in terms of like guys that we still have, I would replace everybody on the line with everybody that you listed except VDM.
Yep. So Torrance. So for you, it's on here. So okay, OC is Osiris Torrance. If you guys don't know, and don't crucify us or Nate because he said OC and not Osiris. Cybo Torrance.
All right. So let's move on to tight ends, and we got 5 of them. Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid, Jackson Hawes, Zach Davidson, and Kaleki Latu.
Okay. This is going to be challenging. Who do I want to hype? Okay.
I feel like this is going to take up the whole show.
No. Well, maybe not for me.
Okay.
But, Jackson Hawes, I mean, whatever. He's a blocking tight end. He's got to work in the passing. If I got to see that. Lecky Latu, he's like 6'7" or something like that, athletic. But I mean, whatever. Zach Davidson, I'm not interested in, but I'm not quite eating him. I guess I'll do Dawson Knox because I guess only because when he's shown what he can do, he's done it. He can block. Okay. He's deceptively fast. They typecast him as a blocker, but he's got 4 or 5. He's the fastest tight end we have. He had the season with 9 touchdowns that got him the $14 million a year contract. So he does have a lot to work with. It's just that they, like we said, with Virgil and Shavers and Hamler, they just don't use him for what he really is for. He's an adaptable piece. He adapted to be a blocker, which is a beautiful thing, as long as he didn't forget how to be a pass catcher.
Albert says it might be time for Knox to go. He's making like $14 million a year. I imagine that that would have been my reason for eating him, to be honest. For the 2 catches per game that he gets, it's just not worth it to me. I think that's the gotcha you got, because it's not that he doesn't deserve more. He can't get more. It's that he doesn't. Right.
It's not like he's at a high drop rate or he can't run a route, but we've seen what he could do when he was the number 1 guy.
Exactly.
And now he's not anymore. So it's like, So yeah, Albert, I could go with you if we yeeted him, but me personally, I think he deserves hype because people forgot about him.
Yeah. Nate says, how can you yeet Joshy's BFF? How can you do it?
Oh, I could. I just don't want to this time. I yeeted Matt Barkley a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah, he needs to go too. Wherever he is, he just needs to go. I don't care if he's here or anywhere else. He
just go away.
Go, right? Just get
You're
out
in
of
Washington,
there.
Go away.
That's right. So I think I'm a hype Zach Davidson. I loved what I saw last year in the preseason. I think he's one of those young up and coming guys. I like his hands. I like his athleticism. I think he fits more of what we want to see from the tight end position in terms of a receiving tight end. Jackson Hawes is definitely more of that old school, blogger. You know who he reminds me of? Who was the golfer's nephew that we had here? That he never wore gloves. Like that's who Jackson Hawes reminds me of.
I forgot his name.
I can't think of his name. Somebody tell us who that is if you remember who that was.
It was Nicholson's grandson.
Yep. But I can't think of his name.
Nicholas. Yeah.
Jack Nicklaus. Yeah. Definitely not Nicholson.
Yeah. That'd have been interesting.
Yeah. Or was it Phil Nicholson?
No, Nicholson's
it was Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Jack Nicklaus's grandson. Okay. All right. Nick O'Leary. There he is. Thank you, Walter.
From Florida State.
Yep.
Okay, good.
So that's who Jackson Hawes reminds me of. Tough, hard-nosed dude, old school football player.
Does he wear gloves?
I think he does.
Okay. Because I can't take a player. I can't trust a guy that don't wear no gloves.
Why?
I don't know.
What if he wears tape?
Nah. Conrad Dobler style? No, thank you. No.
The fact that you know the name specifically. Oh my gosh. All right. So Zach Davison, I'm hyping. I am, man, you know what? I'm a Yeet Dalton Kincaid. I mean, to me,
man, my eyebrows are never coming back. Yo, them comments gonna be on fire later. Like, what is he drinking?
They don't know how to use tight ends, bro. So why invest in them? Why put a first round pick in a guy that you want to come in and be a blocker when he's a receiving tight end? I'm so sick and tired of the Bills putting players in the wrong position and expecting them to come in and be stars.
Mm-hmm.
Like we knew what Kincaid was. When he was drafted, the first thing the folks on the draft show said was, "Oh, another weapon for Josh Allen."
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say that if he was Jackson Hawes? They didn't say that about Jackson Hawes. They said he's the best blocking tight end in the draft. They didn't say another weapon for Josh. That didn't happen. So if you know what he is, and the Bills had to have known what he was.
They called him a pass catcher.
Right. So if you knew that, but you got to get in there and get stronger and block better. Why?
I know.
Travis Kelce ain't the best blocker.
They don't need to be.
Darren Waller, when he was balling, wasn't the best blocker at all.
Don't need to be.
Neither was Antonio Gates.
Don't need to be.
Exactly. Dalton Kincaid can be in that ilk if you get him the damn ball. So why won't you get him the damn ball? Bro.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. And Lynn, that's right. He is more just a slot receiver, which is the pass catcher that we thought we were getting. I thought it was gonna be Greg Olsen. I saw a stand-up tight end in line, not in line. That's just out there in the alley, who's gonna go make plays against a linebacker. But they're not. See, that's the thing. This is where the negative comes in. They're not creative enough to do that.
Right.
They're not creative enough to do the things with the weapons. They need the weapons to do what they need the weapons to do. If the weapons can't do what they want them to do, then they can't use them.
Yep. All right. We are ignoring the quarterback position because are you serious? We're going straight to running backs, and we got 5 of them.
Somebody said, wait, where's Delroy Lindo? Say it.
Huh?
Say it, Tommy. I dare you. You can say it. Go ahead. I said it with you. Say it, Tommy.
We got Jimbo, Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, Darrington Evans, and your favorite, Frank Gore Jr.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You go ahead and go first, bro.
Stay with me now.
Yeet, Mitch.
Stay with me now.
Damn it. Okay. I'm not gonna yeet James.
No,
I'm not gonna yeet James. Surprisingly, right? I can't yeet nobody.
Really?
I can't yeet anybody. This is unyeetable.
Oh my god!
Wait,
bro.
Reggie Gilliam's in there. We got to put him there too.
Okay, all right, Reggie Gilliam. I mean, this is probably the easiest one of all these positions, bro.
I mean, the one that I'm gonna hype only because it's the one that nobody wants to hear about. Darrington Evans. It never makes a team. I'm gonna hype him up because everybody wants Cook gone. Everybody wants Cook gone.
Yeah.
So
not everybody.
Yeah. People here.
Yo, my man told Bonus Lex. He wants to yeet Miss Trubisky.
Yeah. I mean, I
we can give him an honorary yeet. He's not, he's not here with us, but I mean, anytime anybody wants to eat Mr. Trubisky, I'm for it.
Tommy, you know what? That's blasphemy. That's nobody wants blasphemy. Blasphemy. Now you trying me. He probably said it with take your glasses off and say it again. Take your glasses off, say it again. I'm gonna come on your show and say, you sure nobody wants to go? I'm gonna type it. Wait, just for when who's the guy? Mikey?
Yeah, Mikey.
When Mikey, so I'm just gonna see you gonna see Keyshawn. Are you sure nobody wants Cook going? And I'm gonna go back to work. Just on this live show.
There's no way, bro. Tommy was born with sunglasses on. You will never see his eyeballs ever.
Sunglasses, a jersey over a hoodie.
Sunglasses, and Eric Mole's jersey, and a Bills hat.
See, I can't fault him over that Eric Mole's jersey.
That's true.
That's fierce.
That's very true.
That's fierce.
T-Bone says, I'm sorry, wrong one. Where is it? Laura said being yeeted Jimbo.
He did.
Right.
So no, I'm gonna hype Darrington Evans because if people want Cook going, I know Tommy is hard to believe. If people think he's a diva and he should never put on a Bills helmet again, Darrington Evans is the next closest thing to Cook skill wise. He's another guy like KJ Hamler, like Jalen Virgil, like the guys we mentioned who never got a shot. Mostly because he gets hurt all the time. I think that's probably what it is. He gets hurt when he gets a shot, but I don't think he ever really had a shot anyway. Because of some of the injuries that he went out with and injury settlements and all that were kind of baseline nonsense that they just said, we'll make a settlement with you. You're out of here.
Yeah.
So I think if you want somebody to do what Cook does, he's the only one out of the 3 other guys that can.
Okay. So you hyped him. Who are you yeeting? Or
I'm not gonna eat anybody.
You're not gonna eat anybody? Okay. Nah. All right. I mean,
you eat.
I'm eating Frank Gore Jr. out of there, boy. That man out of there. Yo,
Auntie, chill.
Yo, out of there, bro.
Auntie,
you
chill.
Are out of there all the way, 100%. Don't even grab your gear. We will mail it to you. Just walk out the door, my guy. You out of there. I'm sorry. There's no way that I look.
3 years, 10 million. Okay, Tommy. Oh, Lynn, come on now. 3 years, 10
for Cook.
Okay.
What is wrong with people right now?
I'm thinking maybe it's 3 years, 10 per.
Oh, that's probably what it is. I don't think they would do him like that. 3 years, 10 million.
Yeah, nobody. They wouldn't. He wouldn't come back. He'd refuse.
He might spin in somebody's face at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Frank Gore Jr. is about as slow as Devin Singletary is. I can't.
Tommy, you hear that? Didn't even come from my voice. Brotherly love.
You want me to say again?
One more time.
Frank Gore Jr. is about as slow as Devin Singletary is. We need some music for that. I don't know what we have here.
Something.
I don't know. We'll just get some applause. That's fine. All right. So it is what it is. All right, moving right along. We are now on to defense. Let's do defensive line all together.
Oh man.
Just so we can get through all these positions fast because it's about to be 7 o'clock, and I'm sure we got a couple more things to talk about before we get out of here.
Well, I mean, let's see. Defensive. Okay, let's do edge and then interior. Can we do it separately?
Sure.
Left and right, and then nose tackle and D tackle.
All right, that'll work.
So the easiest, most yeetable person on this defensive end position is Joey Bosa for me.
Wow,
that's my yeet. I'm yeeting him till I can't.
You want to get rid of everybody's hope right now.
I'm yeeting Joey Bosa. He's out of here because Joey Bosa is a placeholder, 1 year placeholder who's blocking Javon Solomon. He's blocking Landon Jackson. He's blocking AJ Epinesa even. He might be blocking our 6.5 guaranteed sacks. I know people say somebody told me Joey Bosa is going to get like double-digit sacks. I'm like, how? He's not going to play that many snaps. And he's taking up $12 million. So no, I'm gonna go ahead and yeet Joey Bosa
okay.
because I want to.
Fair enough. That's all we need. All right. Who you hyping?
I am going to hype. You know what? I'm gonna hype for no other reason but because I want to. Javon Solomon. I'm gonna hype him because we don't have that edge rusher anymore. We have a guy who led the nation in sacks his senior year in college. Von Miller is no longer here. Rousseau, you can say all you want is a rusher. He's not. Landon Jackson might be a rusher. Who knows? But we know one thing's for certain: Javon Solomon got the chops to get it done. We just got to give him some more opportunity to do so.
Okay. All right. I am going to hype Michael Hoyt. I think
you would.
His versatility, bro.
You son of a gun.
I love it. I really enjoyed the way that the Bills used Lorenzo Alexander. When Sean got here and they kind of put him in that strong side position to blitz and be more around the line than the other linebackers. I would like to see Michael Hoyt in that kind of position with his athleticism. I think him being that strong side linebacker in key run situations, like where this team needs a yard or 2 yards or something like that, and they're lining up in a formation that they usually run out of. I think we've seen Michael Hoyt kind of break out on play action. Even if a team tried to do something like that, it's not like Michael Hoyt to be completely out of position in coverage. I think we've even seen Michael Hoyt get an interception in coverage before. So he can do that kind of job. I would love to see him just kind of moved around a lot, but I think all of that in a nutshell, the player I'm going to go ahead and hype him up as out of the pass rusher position, the defensive end position. I'm yeeting. Boy, I've been getting killed in the comments this whole time.
Well, Tommy was killing me the whole time. So
yeah,
he's still mad at me for not eating Cook. Or
the one guy that doesn't like your comments versus the several that don't like mine. I'm yeeting Landon Jackson, bro. I mean, I don't need another Groot on the team. I just don't. And this is kind of me proving a point, but we don't need another guy like that. We need other guys that complement Greg Rousseau, and really we're looking at Landon Jackson as this guy that's supposed to come in and be what we also hope Joey Bosa can be when he's not.
Well, he's not, because he's yeeted.
Right, he's gone. So I imagine people are immediately like, all right, well, if Joey Bosa's gone, then you just throw Landon Jackson in that spot and we'll be fine. Well, now you're rolling with two Groots on the defensive line. You'll be great against the run. Like, teams won't be able to hit the edge on you at all. But after that, you're gonna have to squeeze the pocket all day long and hope that your coverage holds up.
Yeah, I couldn't yeet Land. Well, I wouldn't yeet anyway, but I couldn't get there with him because I don't know what he is based on the misuse of him in Arkansas. Running a forward tech, that's not where he should have been. With his length and stuff, they pretty much resigned him to a small defensive tackle on the edge. It was a weird 3-4 type look. I guess you would call it a 3-4 over if you want to. But yeah, he didn't really have an opportunity to really show off what he could do in a true pass rush. So one gap, he was two gapping. So if you don't know what two gapping is kind of, you're responsible for both sides of the tackle. So he has to be conservative in the instance where he can't allow one side or the other of the tackle to be open for running back to find a hole.
Yep, I agree. All right, let's get to these interior defensive linemen. We had excuse me, sorry. The Albert says over AJ, Joey is going to take his 3rd and long. So what is he going to do? I think he's talking about Epinesa. Yeah, no, we didn't like, and you correct me if I'm wrong, or you can add to this or subtract from it, whatever you want to do. But I think AJ Epinesa, we've seen enough production out of him to think that because the defensive line rotates the way that it does, he'll be effective. It's not like he's useless on the field. He's not what we thought he would be, being a 2nd round pick. And I think the Bills have kind of played around too much with his weight and all that kind of stuff and his reps for him to really blossom into what we hoped he would be as a 2nd round pick. But I think with Epinesa right now where he is, he makes a few pop plays here and there that I think are useful to the team. So for that matter alone, I think I'm cool with keeping him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with keeping AJ. But I Joey Bosa, that's the geek for me. I think that's what I was getting at. He's like, Joey Bosa is definitely going to be on a third and long, and I don't think I want him to be 3rd and long. I'd rather Javon Solomon be out there 3rd and long, because that's a pass first, pin your ears back and go. Yep. So yeah, I mean, it could be. What is he doing? That's my point. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what Joey Bosa is going to do. Probably what you said, but that's probably not the best thing for him to do. Where are we? Oh, interior line.
Yep.
So Daquan Jones, Larry Ogunjobi, Deion Walker, Zion Logue, Ed Oliver, TJ Sanders, Dwayne Carter, Casey Rogers, Marcus Harris.
Got to pick one.
I got to hype one, huh?
I mean, you have to hype one.
I mean, everybody wants TJ Sanders to be hyped. I'm not doing that.
Thank you.
That's not gonna happen. Deion Walker, you could come up with a way to hype him.
Damn, yo, you struggling right now, bro.
Dwayne Carter, I really want him on the show. I just don't want him at that nose tackle or one tack. Ogun, you know what? Yeah, we yeeting Larry Ogunjobi. That's the easiest one to do.
Okay. All right. You took my yeet.
Damn it, we gotta stop meeting like this.
I'll figure out another one. I'm sure.
No, we can co-yeet him.
Co-yeet?
Yeah, we can co-yeet him.
Wait, is there anybody else that I will? What? Yeah, you take Leary. I got.
You know what? This person sticking right out. Maybe eat him too.
Go ahead, bro.
Ogunjobi on a what is it? $10 million contract. He's suspended for the first 6 games of the season. Wasn't good in Pittsburgh. Hasn't been good in forever. They got him as a 3-tech. We got 3 other 3-techs. 2 other in the draft. And Deion Walker. Yes, Deion Walker is really a 3-tech. He's just a huge 3-tech. TJ Sanders is only a 3-tech. And Larry Ogunjobi, who we paid a lot of money to, is not going to play in 6 games. And he's out of position, and I don't really want to hear what he did in Pittsburgh as he's out of position, because at this point in time he's 30 years old.
Yep.
He is what he is, and that's all he's going to be.
Yep. I am going to. Excuse me. I'm going to hype Deion Walker. Okay. As much as I am nervous about the future prospects of the back injury, I think if it does get healed up, we got a very physically dominant player on the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And I am extremely excited to see what he can do with that size and that speed and that pass rushing ability, along with using all of that to be a good plugger in the run game. Excuse me.
We're trying to Mario Williams here.
Right. Yo, his throat clearings would be so deep.
Yeah.
But then he come with that anyway. Right. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Like, damn, Bobcat, get it out.
Wait, how's that pause?
Because you said throat clearing, so I don't know why that's pause.
Throat clearing is pause now? Wait, is that what you was referring to? Throat clearing?
He doesn't even know. He just saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's just how you were explaining it.
Oh,
his throat clearing was deep?
You can't explain it now.
You're right. Let me get to what it is.
Take the L. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Wait, I gotta hit the button now too.
Renner said throat clearing so deep is pausish. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
We're 40. I don't even know.
I like how you said it. It's pause-ish.
It's pause.
We're 40 plus. We didn't do pause. When somebody told us pause, it was stop the VHS.
Right.
That's what it was. Hold that cassette right there. That's what pause was.
Wait, what'd you say? Oh, every time, man, record scratch. All right. I'm going to yeet TJ Sanders here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You are trying to be public enemy number one today.
Look, I don't like redundancies unless they're necessary, right? If my scheme calls for 2 corners that cover the same way, then I'm fine with having 2 corners with the same skill set.
Right.
But my pass rush needs something different when I have Ed Oliver on my line.
See, I think, and that's what Albert said. Albert said the TJ pick told me that the staff has lost faith. It told me that actually opposite. It told me they don't have any interest in pass rushing from the outside.
Yep.
They want to send everything from the inside. I can see a lot of times where you're going to see TJ Sanders and Ed Oliver at the same time on the field. So I don't think it's a phase out of Ed Oliver at all. I really don't. I think this is an effort to get 2 guys that can rush with speed at the same time up the middle.
Right. And look, we've said this a few times on this show. A lot of teams in the NFL are moving towards that.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue with that is one of those guys is going to get double teamed.
Right.
One of them, because it's 2 against 3. The numbers don't line up. That's the issue that I have with that thought process in general. Mm-hmm. If you have your defensive ends as pass rushers and you have your regular one tech. That one tech is going to take 2 blockers. His size and strength and his physical ability is going to cause the offensive line to have to put 2 guys on him most of the time. What does that do? Well, that opens up space for one-on-ones with all 3 of your other defensive linemen.
Yep.
That's what it's supposed to look like. I think the issue here is the guys that are coming out of the draft with one tech bodies are not physically fit enough in those one tech bodies. I'm talking about the guy out of who's it, Florida, the 460-pound kid.
Yeah, Watson.
Yeah, there's Desmond Watson is his name. Yep. And when you look at him though, I mean, he looked great in college because he's going up against a bunch of kids that can't match up.
Well, the guy next to him was 350 pounds too.
Right. So you got 2 dudes that needed to be double teamed at all times, and you can't do that and then also just forget about the outside.
Right.
So if you're gonna do something like that, then you need something like what Florida had, where you got 2 350 pounders that can just take over the middle and destroy it and really open things up for your pass rushers. But what the Bills are essentially choosing now is we're going to put 2, and I get that TJ Sanders is 6'5", but he's 298 pounds.
Right. He's not big at all.
Right. So, I mean, Ed Oliver is bigger than that right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, height. Yeah, actually, he's close.
Is he 290?
No, he's like 285, but he's only 6 feet tall.
Okay.
And to answer your question, how does this sound? If you cut Ed Oliver after this season, which people are saying this is last year, and they think this is last year in Buffalo, you're going to eat $9.2 million.
For who?
Ed Oliver.
You're going to eat how much?
9.2 mil.
For next year's cap.
If you got cutting after the season, they think he's going to be. I don't know if they're talking about trades. Well, that's post. Go ahead.
They're going to have to do something. They're already $3 million short for next year.
They can extend them.
I can't with TJ Sanders again. If they're cool with that, then sure. If they're cool with having 2, 3 techs on the team and Dwayne Carter, who still needs a shot as a 3rd round pick, and a guy that they talked about as a team leader, I with all due respect, I've never heard of a 3rd round pick coming in with the moniker as a team leader or the way that they talk about Dwayne Carter and that player not getting a shot.
Right. And to be clear, the potential out for Ed Oliver after 2025 is a $21.5 million dead cap hit.
No.
That's his out. After 2025, that's his out. Yep. $21.5 million dead cap hit.
They can't do that. They cannot do that.
No, they're done. Yeah, he's got a $21 million dead cap. Yeah, so they can't. There's no way they can do that.
Right. So it's what we thought it is, which is it's going to be TJ Sanders and Ed Oliver on 3rd down situations. Yeah. And they want to pass rush from the middle.
Yeah, Albert, he says, so why didn't they go for a one tech that has an upside at pass rushing? Omar Norman Lott was definitely, I'm not picking on you. He was not a one tech at all. He's as slippery as Ed Oliver. He's a little bigger, but he's not a one tech. The one tech you probably would have wanted would have been CJ West or Yaya Black or I don't even think that Kenneth Grant would have really been a good one tech.
Alfred Collins
could have been a 1/3. There's another name that's escaping me right now.
Oh, you talking about the guy I like that wasn't? He's more like a 4th or 5th round pick.
Might have been.
Oh, what is his name? The 6'6" dude, right?
I'll look it up while we're doing that. But yeah, go ahead. Where are we at now? Linebacker? Yeah,
linebackers. All right, so I'll do linebackers while you look that up. All right, so we're doing all linebackers, right?
Sure.
All right. So we got Matt Milano, Dorian Williams, Eddie Ulofoshio, Keontae Jenkins, Terrell Bernard, Balin Spectator. That's for you, Lynn. Joe Andreessen and Shaq Thompson. You know what? I'm gonna hype Ulofoshio because I think nobody's heard anything about this guy at any point. But his skill set, imagine Dorian Williams being a little bit better in pass coverage, and that's Ulofoshio. I mean, as a run defender, he's right there with Dorian Williams. He's slightly better in pass coverage than Dorian Williams is. So you got, in my mind, he's one of those real linebackers. You want those guys, especially in a nickel defense. If you're going to play 2 linebackers, you want guys that stand up strong in the run game. And so what if they're not the best in coverage? Scheme it up differently. When you have guys like that, you can do some blitzes. You can do some zone blitz schemes. You can do anything to cover up your deficiencies in coverage. But I think what Sean likes to do is I'm just going to line up my 11 versus your 11, and we just going to see who wins. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that it's that basic, but I mean, you don't see twists and stunts or outside blitzes from a corner that often, or any type of zone. He doesn't do zone blitzes at all. You know what I'm saying? So again, Ulafosio is my pick for hype. I am going to. Who am I eating? I don't like this, because I wish we got this player earlier in his career, but I'm going to yeet Shaq Thompson. I don't think he's going to make the cut anyway. I see him as more of that den mother role that Sean likes to do, where he's got a veteran player in the locker room, so a guy that's kind of older than everybody else that takes the young guys under his wing and teaches them the defense. And Shaq Thompson is one of those guys that came into the league under Sean, so he knows the system, he knows the type of culture and all that kind of stuff. And I think with Matt Milano on his way out, I think Shaq Thompson kind of takes on that role, either from a practice squad perspective, or just on the team as one of those player coach type of positions.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hype up Dorian Williams. I think Dorian Williams definitely needs to be on the field. It's criminal for him not to be playing at this point in time. I mean, from the progression from year 1 to year 2, I think that you have to see what's the saying? How much juice is left to squeeze, or whatever the saying is. I'm going to go a different route here, and this is where I'm going to make people upset. I think Joe Andreessen is going to get yeeted this year.
Yeah,
I think that the story was good last year. I think it's not that I'm picking Spector over Andreessen. I don't think Spector is going to be on the team, and I really don't think he's worth talking about. But I think Joe Andreessen is the guy that's going to be a surprise cut, brought back on the practice squad. But I don't see him making the 53. Shaq Thompson is a guy I think they brought in, unless he plays like Kareem Jackson. Actually, Kareem Jackson wasn't bad. Unless he plays like, who was that linebacker he had? Lewis. That they had last year. They brought in the speed guy. Wasn't it like Deion Lewis or whatever his name is?
Oh, you talking about Deion Jones?
Jones. Yeah. So I think unless he falls on his face, Shaq Thompson, I think he's going to be kept around so that he can oversee Ulafosio Williams and the progression of Terrell Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
But I do see a world where Joe Andreessen, Buffalo Joe, doesn't make the initial 53.
Yep. Albert says we are in Super Bowl contention. We can't put our hope on youth. I mean, Eagles did it. They put their hope in a rookie nickel corner and a rookie outside corner, and they won, man. I mean, I look. I don't think having young players has to be a downfall. I don't think it has to be a negative. I think it's really relative to what we see work with the team. And I think for us, we're just used to what we're used to. We're used to the team winning with older players. We're used to the team winning with veterans. We're used to the team winning with, guys that are married and have kids. You know what I mean? Like, we're just used to the culture. And anytime we suggest anything different, it's like, oh, well, we haven't seen that work here. So we don't believe in it. Right. We don't even want to talk about it. All right, so corners or DBs. You want to do DBs overall?
No, we can do corners and then safeties.
All right, so
you go first.
Corners, we got.
You go first.
You knew what you was doing. All right, so we got Christian Benford, Dane Jackson, Dorian Strong, Daryl Porter. We also have Maxwell Hairston, Tre'Davious White, Jamarcus Ingram, Daquan Hardy, and then we have Taron Johnson, Cam Lewis, Corey Couch, and Brandon Codrington. Of this group, I'm gonna hype Dorian Strong. He's actually bigger than Maxwell Hairston. He came with Max Hairston to Mafia Con. I got a chance to see him together, and Dorian Strong's a big dude. He's a big boy. But I think I would like to see another late round guy come in and perform well. And I think Dorian Strong's skill set is different than most of the guys that we've drafted at that spot. He's more athletic. He's a bigger guy. You know what I mean? Rangy type of player. I want to see those type of corners do well here. I'm really tired of the less athletic, more zone framed corners have to be the ones that we rely on the most in key situations. And I guess that leads me to my yeet, which is, and I'm not saying this for shock value.
Yo, I swear for Lord, this is going to blow up.
Okay, I'm not saying this for shock value.
Go ahead.
I promise I'm not saying this for shock value.
Mm-hmm.
Dane Jackson, you got to go.
Okay.
I'm yeeting Dane Jackson. I almost said Christian Benford. I really did. I thought about saying it. But I'm gonna say Dane Jackson because I don't even understand why you bring a guy like that back and then draft 2 corners after that, or 3 corners rather.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense at all.
All right, so I am going to go ahead and hype up. Okay, no, I'm gonna yeet first. I'm gonna yeet. Who am I gonna yeet? Let me see. Brandon Codrington, yeet it. You're out of here. Because there's no point in Brandon Codrington being here at all.
Dorothy got in right on time.
She did. She was quietly listening the whole time. This is gonna get on the Discord later. I just started watching the show. No, you didn't. But Brandon Codrington, there's no purpose in you being here. He didn't. I mean, yeah, it's exciting to see him get a 20-yard punt return here.
Everybody seems to know about my disinterest in Benford's career. Renaissance thought I was gonna say it too.
We thought it was.
He thought I was gonna say Benford.
But no, I'm gonna go ahead and yeet Brandon Codrington because he just has no purpose here. And I'm gonna hype up. I am going to hype up cornerback. Let me go ahead and hype up. Jesus, man, JoJo.
Brandon Codrington.
Yeah, I'm gonna yeet and hype him. I'm gonna shout out Tre'Davious White, not because I'm even a fan of his at all, not because I'm a fan, but because for one, he's an ultimate rah-rah guy. He's been around. He can help out this young stable of guys. I am going to say Tre'Davious White is probably going to find himself on the field the first week or two because they don't trust Max Harrison like we think he should. But I think Max Harrison will take that position over in time while Tre'Davious is still on the sidelines cheering him on. So I don't think there's any animosity. I think he's going to be a good teacher, and I think that was actually a solid get. If we would have had more money, I wouldn't have bat an eye about it.
Okay. All right, safeties, and then we can get out of here.
We're going to keep Tyler Bass and yeet the punter. I don't even know his name. Yeet them both.
Yeet them both and keep Reed Ferguson.
There you go. Stupid contract. So safety, we got Cole Bishop, Damar Hamlin, Wande Owens, Derek Forrest, Jordan Hancock, Taylor Rapp. All right.
Jordan Hancock is listed as a safety?
Yep, is where he should be.
Wow.
Okay, so and that kind of gave me a little hiccup here because I was like, wait, I thought he was a nickel, but I like that they have him there. Okay, so Bishop, Damar, Wande, Forrest, Jordan, Rapp. I want to yeet Taylor Rapp.
Thank you.
I want to yeet Taylor Rapp because everybody else with the same similar skill set. I mean, obviously, people want to get rid of Damar Hamlin. But that still leaves Cole Bishop, which would slide him into his natural position, which would be the stronger side, where we could put somebody at the free who actually could cover passes and be by himself in the back there. I am going to hype up Derek Forrest because he's a lot like Cook in the sense that I want to see that skill set. I haven't seen a roving safety in a while, and I think his speed and his nose for the ball would be welcome back there as opposed to just being a tackler.
Okay. I am going to hype Jordan Hancock if they're going to leave him at safety. I think the prospects of having a safety that has played nickel and having that interchangeability there and having a guy like, I get Cam Lewis kind of did it, but he came in as a corner and he was only a corner and they just threw him at safety. But this is a guy that's played both in college. So I think if you have a guy with that kind of interchangeability, that gives me a lot of hope for the safety coverage in the future, being able to kind of do some of the things that Jordan Poyer or Micah Hyde did in terms of being able to man up with a tight end or something like that. I really would love to see that back in Buffalo from the safety position. I am yeeting the mess out of Damar Hamlin. I'm tired of the feel-good stories. He's a good dude. God bless the kid, but it's time to go. His time here just feels it feels overly used. You know what I mean? With all of the feel-good stories, all of the publicity, all of the, feeling bad for him, like that's over with now. He's back. He's alive. He's here. He's good, right? I think he should go to another team and get put in a better position than what he's getting put in here. There's plenty of other teams out there with better players to put him in a position to shine that the Bills are not going to do. That's not the way they play the safety position. He's not going to get that kind of chance to shine here. So let him go, let him find a great spot somewhere else and let him boom and blossom there. I'm fine with that. But I don't want to continue to have to be force-fed, the Damar Hamlin offseason stories, the Damar Hamlin love fest that's going to happen. Underneath all of the bigger news, you're always going to have some sub story about what Damar Hamlin is doing. I'm tired of the little heart on Hamlin Street over on the east side of Buffalo, or North Buffalo. I'm done with all of it. I'm tired of all of it.
They put a heart on the street.
They put the little 3 heart, the 3. Yeah, they put it on Hamlin Street over there.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that.
It's
stuff,
annoying.
So I see you're bothered by it. I'd be bothered by a lot of propaganda if I paid attention. So I could keep my head down.
Right.
Because propaganda bothers me. I can't stand it.
You know what fixes propaganda?
What's that?
Reed's tea.
Oh. Sure.
Unless you got something else, bro. It is 7:26, my dude.
Yeah, I mean.
Wait. How many players from your list do you have left?
Can we disclose who's on our list?
We can now, yeah.
Okay. I got Cam Lewis, Laviska Shenault, and Derek Forrest.
You had who?
Cam Lewis, Laviska Shenault, and Derek Forrest. Those are my 3.
Oh. All right, you won. I had Tyrell Shavers, Derek Forrest, and Van Pran Granger. Yeah, you got rid of Tyrell Shavers right off the bat.
He was like, you motherfucker.
I know, right? Because I knew there was no way I would guess who you had. Like you always pick some off the wall players. So I wanted
to make it hard.
Yeah, of course.
I came with the guys that were below.
Oh,
you heard me.
Okay.
We ain't got time for this. We ain't got no time for the pause. We gotta get this out of here.
No, you said what you said. It was
so. Okay, pause. Anyway,
don't say like that. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? I said I got to go. I got things to do.
Then hurry up and do your thing.
Shush your mouth so I could do it. Anyway, y'all. But no, I was gonna say, I thought it was interesting when we started off with starters and my Tommy, let's do Shakir. I'm like, no, we're gonna go through this and talk about people nobody knows. Yeet Pagula.
That's the one. Real. Thank you.
That's the one. But we Yeet Pagula, we gotta take that mug away because I swear he was trying to pour some Reed's tea in his cup.
He might have been, but none for him.
He can't get that one part because he can't get one part Stanley Cup. He can't get one part Lombardi, but he can get 2 parts. Get the hell out of here and let somebody in here that does what they're supposed to do. But that's what you can expect when you take his Reed's tea away. Somebody that knows what the hell is going on in Buffalo. So with that being said, I don't drink tea, and neither does Pagula at this point in time because you're not allowed. Get out. What are you doing? Get over to Reed's. Get yourself a supply at a case individual. Why would you do that? Get yourself a case or you won't be disappointed. But what do I know? See for yourself. Reed's tea. Click the link in the description below. Use the code PPP. Let them know who sent you.
Oh, that was great, bro. That was great. All right. You're hearing the music. That means it's time for us to jump out the window. So if you have not done so already, please give us a like, a subscribe, and hit that bell. Make that thing
ring-a-ling-a-ling for me
so that you can get notifications when we send notifications. We have officially finished the Post Podium Podcast Madden football season. The Bills you're gonna want to find out what happened to the Bills. I'll leave it at that. Very interesting stuff. We're gonna be shooting the postseason press conferences this week. This week, right?
We're gonna do the best we can.
Okay,
but I do have to bring bad news though.
Sure.
I got to work on Friday, so I won't be able to do a show Friday.
Okay, so we will not be here with you. See, there you go. That's why you need to have the bell on, because that notification is gonna go out, and you're not gonna know that we're not doing the show Friday. Right. So, with that being said, thank you to all 1,004 of you watching us right now from every platform. Thank you so much for being with us. If you enjoyed everything that you saw and heard, let us know.
Just keep it to yourself.
Aside from that, feel free to send us, any ideas or any topics or whatever that you want us to cover or talk about. Any questions, like Thomas Staples did today. He asked a question, I took it to the show and answered it. So
you can't put it in the chat because the chat disrupts us, so we can't
Does it?
Not. Yeah, evidently. The chat, we get distracted by the chat. So don't put it in chat. Once we start the show, it's over. Don't say anything.
Right, we can't focus
at all.
It ruins the show basically. Yep. So anyway, we got to get out of here. All right, look, our producer, my oldest son Junie, got his own podcast, Basketball Truth and Knowledge. This man puts in work with that podcast. Y'all better check him out. What y'all also need to check out is his gaming channel. His what is it, TikTok that you got the videos on now? Mm-hmm. He got some raw videos of his gameplay. So the other channel is a gaming channel on YouTube. It's Babyface Assassin, and I think on Twitch is Babyface Assassin 21 _21.
No, it's Babyface _Assassin 21.
Okay, and that's on Twitch, right? And the TikTok is what?
Babyface _Assassin 4.
Okay, all right, definitely check those out. Really, really good clips he's got there of his gameplay. He's on every day. Every day there's content being put out, so make sure y'all check him out. My youngest son Ray's got his own gaming channel also. It's called Gaming with Raylan. That's more family oriented games. I'm on there playing with him. My daughter and my wife, we all just get on and we go crazy. So make sure you check that out. All right, we got to get out of here. This has been the Post Podium Podcast, home of the All Truth No Sodium Takes. I have been your co-host Aramis.
40 keys.
Hey, Bruce in the building. Yeah.
You can't see it. Do it higher.
It's still too low. All right, we got to get out of here.
Bye.
Y'all have a great night. Peace.